Good morning. It is 5:44 a.m. My mom and I are on our way to Paris, and for some reason I decided that a 6:15 a.m. Train out of Central was a good idea. So we're waiting on the very second train of the day here at the subway. So yeah, this is a kick off our Paris trip. Yeah, let's see how this goes. It's so early that the Starbucks is still closed. So well, I don't know. We'll figure something out for coffee. But our train gets here in like 10 minutes, and then we've got like three and a half hours on the train to get to Paris. I'm gonna go back to sleep. I have a feeling my mom's gonna go back to sleep also. But yeah, let's get this trip going. 9:34, right on time to Paris. We just got in. We're at the way back of the train. We've got to work our way through the station and find our way to our Airbnb. So I'm gonna put this down so that I can concentrate on getting us through a train station. Stop number one in Paris. We were hungry, and since we caught the bus so early, and as you saw, the Starbucks was closed, I hadn't had coffee yet. So we found a great little cafe right here on the corner of this extremely busy street, and had some coffee and had some lunch, and just kind of hung out and killed a little bit of time. We now have a tour that we've got to go meet at the Louvre. So that's where we're headed now. So let's get over there. So we are waiting for our Louvre tour to start. It meets at a souvenir shop, and yeah, we didn't want to wait in line at the Louvre to get in, so we decided to go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money to get the whole skip the line experience, along with the skip the crowd experience, along with the see the Mona Lisa experience. So yeah, that's what we're waiting on now. So our guide should be here in the next 5 or 10 minutes, and I honestly don't know if I'm allowed to film inside the Louvre, so I can't promise you're going to see anything. So we're going to get back to waiting. This is the craziness that happens to see the Mona Lisa. I'm going to try to get up there, but I'm really not pressed to get up there. But it's like being at the front row of a concert here. Is a straight up madhouse. Yeah, come if you'd like. It's not really my cup of tea, but hey, if you're here, you might as well try to check it out. Yeah, so that was the Louvre. We spent a lot of time there. We walked around, saw everything that we needed to see, and then took a cool elevator up through the center of the pyramid. Now we're heading to the Eiffel Tower, and we gotta try to find an Uber for that. But here's something funny, is that there are granite stones so that everybody can stand on them and do that stupid photo where you put your finger on top of the pyramid. So yeah, I figured I'd share that, but I gotta go find our Uber. I will give mad props to everybody who drives in this city for a living, because it is straight up jacked. I mean, New York is terrible, but the streets in New York go straight. I don't know. I don't know. We're still waiting for our Uber. We made it to the Eiffel Tower. We had a great dinner, but you really don't care about the dinner right now because we made it to the Eiffel Tower. The sun is setting, which makes for great pictures. Check my Instagram for those. And there's actually a concert happening underneath the Eiffel Tower. I really want to go to that concert sometime because I think that would be a cool venue. So Mom and I are now going to continue walking around and probably head back to the Airbnb soon. So let's see where the night takes us. Ooh, good morning. It's 6:30 in the morning right now. We just hopped in an Uber to get over back towards the Louvre. We're taking a tour today out to the beaches of Normandy and to the American Cemetery out there. And we had to meet a bus at 6:30 in the morning, which is really the only reason we are up this early right now. But that's what we're doing now. I'm trying to find coffee and food, and I'm not finding anything yet, so I'm still on the hunt. So it's pretty windy right here. I don't know how good the sound quality is going to be, but for those that don't know, my mom is a school teacher, was a school teacher, and her trip to Paris was not going to be complete unless she was able to come to Normandy and Omaha Beach. And we're standing on Omaha Beach right now. We were in Normandy a little bit earlier, but it's a pretty powerful place to stand when you think about the amount of history that has happened right here. Yeah, it's a powerful place, and pretty remarkable to think of everything that happened. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this down and kind of just take it in for a little bit and pick that up later. We're at the American Cemetery now here in Omaha Beach, a little further up the beach from where I just filmed, but out there in the distance past the statue and past a reflecting pond is all of the graves of the soldiers that their families elected to have their remains stay here. Families were offered the opportunity to have the remains shipped home or buried here, and something like 40% opted to have the remains buried here. Over here on this side is the Wall of the Unknown. That's all the soldiers that they know are missing. They didn't survive, but they never found dog tags or any remains of. It's a pretty heavy place. If you've ever been to Arlington National Cemetery, this is set up very similar to that. So I'm going to continue checking it out until we have to get back on the bus and head back to Paris. This behind me is a map of the military operation all of Eastern Europe, starting on June 6th, which happened here in Omaha Beach and ending in May at the completion of the war. It's pretty remarkable to see a map that large showing all the movements across Western Europe. So opposite the Western invasion and military action is a map showing just the D-Day operations. Shows the English Channel on the bottom and how all the troop movements happened onto each of the beaches. It's a great visualization to see that while you're standing here in Omaha Beach, how far up and down the coast here the operation took place. So if you get here, make sure to check them out. Okay, so here's the plan for today. It's our last day here in Paris. We've got a 3:25 train back to Amsterdam, but we want to kind of catch some more stuff. So my mom and I are doing a hop-on, hop-off bus tour, but we don't plan on hopping off at all. We just plan on staying on for the whole duration. We think we could get both the two loops that they offer done before we have to get to the train station. Another key thing is the bus picks up and drops off right a block away from the train station. So it's also going to be our Uber for the day. Here's our bus. We're going to go ahead and get on. That was a great hop-on, hop-off bus tour. Everything here in Paris is really spread out. So if you want to see all the major attractions, you're going to spend a lot of time on metros bouncing back and forth. So the hop-on, hop-off allowed us to see everything we wanted to see in like 3 hours. We did not hop off at all. We just hopped on and took it for the whole route. But that's about it. That's the last thing we had on our list to do here in Paris. So the only thing left to do is to get to the train station, get our luggage, and get on the train. So that's it for Paris, and I'll see you back in Amsterdam.